Going to try to keep this one short, but with a lot of substance. We need to stop normalizing this opinion or this idea that Trump supporters are okay believing what they believe. People in general should not be accepted for defending pedophiles. They should not be accepted for defending ICE agents shooting unarmed civilians. You should not be accepted, and it shouldn't be seen as a disagreement and we can still be friends type of shit when they're in favor of genocide. Okay, I'm done with this shit. That is the line in the sand. You are a piece of shit person if you're in favor of that stuff. Now let's get into some of the details. Pam Bondi fucking got obliterated in her congressional hearing. She tried to completely just ignore what they were saying and just, she had nothing to say. She starts talking about the Dow reaching 50,000 points. They said it couldn't happen in a year. They said it would take 4 years, but it happened. This was in response to the Epstein victims that she outed being there. Their names were unredacted in the files, and she outed them. She's a fucking scumbag. That and every Democrat congressional person in the hearing that got to question her just obliterated her. They pointed out, it was like, you kept co-conspirator names redacted. And she was like, I released it after 40 minutes. Like, no, after Ro Khanna and Republican Thomas Massie grilled you on it, you guys finally released it. 6 names. Just to give you an idea, one of them is the, I believe, CEO of Victoria's Secret, Leslie Wexner. So this kind of gives into the idea that, gives more evidence into the idea that these big corporations that use models sex traffic. That's most likely what happened. Another one was this, I think he was an Emirati sultan, but he stepped down from his company because one of the emails between him and Epstein was Epstein saying, I loved the torture video. Yeah, fuck these people. Now, if you want to get into details on Trump, they found out his name isn't just in the files 38,000 times. It is actually in the files 1,000,000 times. Of course, we haven't seen all the files yet. And if you want to get into a little more about Elon Musk, it wasn't just that he tried to go to parties, but he invited Epstein to a SpaceX event. So there's a lot of shit like that. And also, I wanted to go back to the hearing with Pam Bondi. It was mentioned it was either Ted Lieu or I forget which congressional person it was, but a Democrat asked her about why they hadn't questioned the limo driver who stated he gave testimony saying he overheard a phone call from Trump, or Trump was in the backseat on the phone talking about how he raped a girl, and it was substantiated later that this specific girl actually ended up with a gunshot. She didn't kill herself, obviously. So yeah, lots coming out, and let's not pretend like anyone supporting Republicans and Trump at this point anymore are any good. Okay, this isn't, like I said, this isn't, we disagree about, cookies or, let's even say fucking healthcare for argument's sake. You can be against Medicare for all, and I don't think you're a piece of shit. You might be uneducated on the topic. You might just have a different opinion. You might be selfish, but I don't think you're a horrible human being, and I don't believe you need your teeth kicked in. If you're in favor of defending these pedophiles, you need your teeth kicked in.